In 2018, football changed forever. A new technology arrived, designed to end bad decisions, designed to make the game fair, designed to fix everything referees were getting wrong. 8 years later, fans are angrier than ever. Managers are losing their minds on the touchline. Players are surrounding referees. Commentators can't agree on anything. The technology worked perfectly, and somehow, football got worse. This is the story of VAR, why it was created, why it failed, and why nobody can agree on what to do about it. Before VAR, referees were human, and humans make mistakes. A striker scores the winning goal in a World Cup semi-final. The referee gives it. Replays show clear offside. Goal stands, team goes through. A player gets elbowed in the face. Referee doesn't see it. No card, no punishment, nothing. A penalty is given for a dive so obvious even the player himself looks embarrassed. Referee gives it anyway. These moments happen constantly every week in every league, at every World Cup. Fans were furious. Managers were furious. Players were furious. Everyone agreed. Something needed to change. So football built VAR. VAR stands for Video Assistant Referee. Here's how it works. In a control room away from the stadium, a team of officials watch every match on multiple camera angles simultaneously. When something happens, a goal, a penalty, a red card, they review the footage. If they spot a clear and obvious error, they alert the on-field referee through an earpiece. The referee can then go to a pitch-side monitor to review the decision themselves, or they can trust the VAR team's recommendation and change the decision immediately. Simple, clean, logical, in theory, the perfect solution. In practice, a complete disaster. Here's where it all fell apart. Problem 1. The wait. A goal is scored. The crowd celebrates. Players sprint toward the corner flag. And then everyone stops. Because VAR is checking. Could be 30 seconds. Could be 3 minutes. Nobody knows. The celebration is frozen. The emotion is gone. The moment, the reason people watch football, is on hold. Problem 2. The lines. Offside is now decided by drawing digital lines across a frozen frame of video. A toenail offside, a shoulder offside, a kneecap offside. Goals canceled by millimeters that no human eye could ever see in real time. Decisions that take 3 minutes to make for a player who is barely ahead. The rule hasn't changed, but the way it's enforced has made it completely unrecognizable. Problem 3. The inconsistency. VAR was supposed to remove subjectivity, but humans still operate VAR. What is a clear and obvious error? Nobody agrees. 1 week, a handball is given. Next week, identical situation, no penalty. Same league, same rule, different decision. VAR didn't remove human error, it just moved it to a different room. And then came the moments that made the whole world snap. A Champions League goal canceled because a player's armpit was offside. A World Cup penalty given for a handball, where the ball hit a player from 2 meters away with no time to react. A red card reviewed for 4 minutes, then overturned, then the original decision reinstated for a foul that happened in the 92nd minute. Each time, the VAR team was technically following the rules. Each time, every single person watching felt that something had gone deeply, fundamentally wrong. Because football is not a science experiment. It is a sport built on moments, on emotion, on the shared experience of thousands of people watching the same thing happen in real time. VAR forgot that. So football is trying to fix VAR. At the 2026 World Cup, 2 major changes. First, semi-automated offside technology, no more drawing lines manually. The decision is made instantly, automatically, by a machine that tracks 29 points on every player's body simultaneously. No more 3-minute waits. The flag goes up or it doesn't, immediately. Second, audio and communication. Referees now explain their decisions out loud. Fans in the stadium and eventually at home can hear the reasoning in real time. More transparency, less confusion, faster decisions. Does it fix everything? No, because the real problem with VAR was never the technology. It was the rules it was enforcing. An offside rule so precise that a toenail makes a difference. That is a problem with the rule. A handball rule so confusing that nobody can explain it consistently, that is a problem with the rule. VAR didn't create these problems. VAR just made them impossible to ignore. Faster VAR helps, clearer communication helps, but until the rules themselves are simpler, football will keep having this argument every single week. VAR was built to make football fair, and in many ways, it has. Fewer wrong red cards, fewer phantom penalties, fewer goals that should never have stood, but it came at a cost. The spontaneous joy of a goal, the shared moment before anyone checks a screen, the feeling that what you just saw actually happened. VAR is here to stay. The question now is whether football can make it feel less like a courtroom and more like a game. Every week, Pitch Read breaks down the rules, the decisions, and the moments that actually matter. Subscribe, it's free, and next time we explain something that confuses even professional players, you'll want to see this one.